Hey fellas, one more quick video. Well, I don't know how quick it'll be, but I want to do a stash update. A few things I got while I've been convalescing here the last couple of months, and every couple of weeks I order something else, and so they've kind of been building up. So anyway, I'll try to make this quick. First, I got this. I don't know. I wasn't sure what it was, so I went ahead and ordered one anyway. They weren't that expensive. I think it was like $11, but I wondered what this would look like in the nacelles of a starship because it lights up really cool. The only problem is I don't know. I don't know if it, if I can cut it. I don't know, if I can wire it. I don't know anything about it yet. I just thought it was cool and lit up real nice and not so doggone bright. And then I picked up this one of those paper lamps. I don't have a light for it yet, but it's when you pull open into a ball and it becomes the Death Star. And then you put a light in it, a lamp, and it kind of makes a paper lamp. I don't know where the heck I'm going to hang it in here. I got so much garbage now. Anyway, I got the Lincoln. I'd like to do it for the Matrix, that black Lincoln they drove, except it's it's either a convertible or it looks like a station wagon. I don't know if I can make the, a regular Lincoln out of it or not, but we'll jump off that bridge someday when we come to it. I have a few models that aren't from movies and TV shows. Every once in a while I'll just run across one I really like. And I don't know. I really like this one, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I got a few Cadillacs and stuff that I've been given for Christmas presents and things that aren't really in movies or TV shows. So I got the Smokey and the Bandit, so I can have one sitting by the truck that I just finished. I have Smokey and Bandit 2 die-cast, but it's the big 1/18 scale doesn't really fit with the truck. So one of these days I'll do that so it goes with the truck. Chris Cortell just finished that nice blue GTX, I think it was. This is a Roadrunner. Anyway, I was talking to him about it. I couldn't find one. I've been looking forever and looking online and stuff, and if I do run across one, they're way too expensive. So it just happened this past Wednesday. I took my son to work, and I was up near the Renton area, and I stopped at that hobby shop, which I don't get up to very often, but I'd like to. And I'll be darned if he didn't have this on the shelf for 20 bucks. And it's open, but it's all still in plastic, and it's all here and real nice. But anyway, I got one. What I want to do with that is the Flash. Let's see if I can put this over here. The TV show The Flash, Kid Flash, shows up and has the same car. And I can't find very many pictures of it, but it's a real pretty burgundy-like and gold, and that's what I wanted to do with it. Also reminded me of a car I had when I was younger. I had this car here. It's my dad and I working on it. It's a 70 Satellite, I believe. Very similar, Roadrunner, Satellite, GTX, they all kind of same body, but I paid 150 bucks for that car. The windshield wipers didn't work, so that's my dad and I putting on a windshield wiper motor. So, now a few other here. I'll show you quick. Benny liked the Mopars. There's a 72 Dodge Challenger. Yeah, that was me. What a stud, huh? I was a geek then too. I am now. But Challenger was cool. Also had a 68 Skylark convertible. Man, I wish I'd have kept that thing. I really like that. I traded it on this car here with my first new car. The Datsun 200 SX. That was nice. But way before that, back right after the Challenger, I had a Mercury Marquis Brougham. Talk about a boat. Sure was comfortable driving, though. Anyway, that's that. Now let's get on with the show here. When I got the Smokey and the Bandit car, I don't know if you remember those old Pontiacs. They had like a dashboard that was Ultra Cal, that decal stuff. I don't know what you call it, but I found this little roll of stuff that was very similar, and I thought, well, if I cut that off and put it on the dashboard, that'll be about the closest thing I've ever seen. So, pretty cool. And I found these guys. Holds two of those little round batteries. Yeah, it's got a little tiny switch right here, and so I thought that would be nice in those these domes that they have from Polar Lights. if I do any of these little 1/1000 starships, I have a whole bunch of that I want to light and do one of these days. I thought these would be good in that because they got a little on-off switch and everything already in it, and wouldn't take much more than those type of batteries. So I thought that was kind of neat. Then I went little stuff, tiny stuff. This was only $5 on Hobby Link, and it was 1/44 scale. And the only reason I got it was because I kind of wanted to see how it compared to the 1/44 scale of the Star Wars stuff. See where our planes, how big our planes are in comparison to that stuff. Because I can never tell, and you can't figure that out by watching TV. And then they don't put airplanes beside it. I got the little Lost in Space robot. I go with the Jupiter 2. It's pretty small. I think it would fit in the bigger. There's what, a 12-inch Jupiter 2 and an 18-inch, I think it is. So I think this one, though, I could put lights in, whereas, I don't know, I still have this little one that I have, you know, Johnny Lightning. But I can't imagine trying to put lights in that, although, I think, boy, or somebody did. I've seen a video on that, but I don't remember. It was too long ago. I saw this and had to have it because I, you know, don't have this one. These Revell, they don't have a, oh, what's got out here? You go, a 1109. So I don't know, but I was really surprised online. You can't tell how tiny it is, but that is one little teeny weeny little ship there. So, but anyway, it wasn't a big ship anyway, so I have one of those. And then I got Darth Maul's ship too to go with it, but I just wish they'd keep the scale the same. But they don't, so what are you gonna do? I finally got this. I was looking and looking and looking for this bad boy, and I finally found it. It was like $40, and I was like, that seems a bit much. Bandai's coming out with one. I'd rather get the Bandai one. Well, then I found the Bandai one, and it was like $85 and $15 shipping and handling. It was like $100. I'm like, no. And so I just happened to go to Target the other day, and they had this for $19. Oh man, yes, that's better than the 40. And so I grabbed one of those. Well, I have something from just about every show, don't I? I had the Galactica and the Pegasus for a long time, but I never got the Colonial one, and I've always liked that one. So I scarfed that. I have all the Star Trek ships except this one. The only one I had of this one was the little 2500 scale. I have it in like a 3-pack that I've had for years and years. So anyway, I finally got the bigger one. When I'm ever going to build all these, but I have the ships from Pirates of the Caribbean, and I got one. I can't think of what it's called. Anyway, the bad guys, and then this really looks like the Endeavor, although it's Victory and it says Victory, but I think you could put Endeavor there because it looks just like it. So I thought I'd build that up as the Endeavor. Have all the ships. The thing was, the Black Pearl was one of those huge Zvezda kits, and I found this at that same company, and I didn't even know this came out. I was just happened to run across it as I was looking through their stuff, and so now I have all three about the same scale, you know, give or take a few, but not like that great big Zvezda one. So anyway, that's it for the stash update. I thank you guys for watching and indulging, and God bless y'all, and make it so.